Hello, CCCH family. This week has been a tough week for many of us. Maybe it's because the Restore Illinois plan was laid out and it seems like these different phases are still in the distant future. Maybe it's because we still see polarization in politics and our government. Maybe it's because we see injustices come to light, like the Ahmed Arbery story. Maybe it's because we know of many people who are still out of work, still struggling to figure out what earning income looks like. Maybe it's because we are still frustrated with trying to homeschool and work from home at the same time. Maybe it's because we know of a loved one who has COVID-19, or even worse, because we are mourning the loss of a loved one because of COVID-19. These are tough times, frustrating times, discouraging times. But even in the midst of these times, I believe Jesus is calling his church to rise up for such a time as this. It reminds me of the story of Esther from the Bible. She lived as a foreigner in the king's palace. She didn't ask for the oppression her country was facing from the enemy. She didn't ask for the opportunity to be in a beauty pageant that made her queen. She didn't even want to know that a high-ranking official was going behind the king's back to destroy her people, the nation of Israel. She didn't ask for any of it. But as her uncle Mordecai tells her in Esther chapter 4, verse 14, and who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this. Church, I believe this is where Jesus has positioned each and every one of us in the middle of this pandemic. We have been placed in this position for such a time as this. And in order for us to move forward with what Jesus has called us to, we first have to look inward at our own hearts. If you're like me, you know that there's some frustration, some discouragement, some anxiousness in your heart and in my heart. Yet we can make the choice not only today, but in the days to come to move forward on mission so that together we can help people find new life in Jesus Christ. By our actions and words, we can make a difference. Instead of dwelling on the problem or frustration, let's ask God how he wants us to be a part of the solution. And who knows what the solution will be in these different situations. It could be shining the light on injustices and needs in our community. It could be stepping up to practically love our neighbors and community. Whatever it is, let's just spend today asking God to change our hearts so that we are ready to rise up for such a time as this. Let's collectively be praying, asking Jesus to reveal to us, his church, what he is calling us to do in these unexpected opportunities. CCCH family, I'm right there with you, feeling frustrated and discouraged. But let's all take one step today in reflecting on our own hearts and asking Jesus how he wants us to respond during this pandemic. Because who knows? Maybe we have all come to this royal position for such a time as this. Love you, church. Look forward to gathering online with you this Sunday at 10 a.m. on Facebook Live for a special Mother's Day service. Have a great weekend.